get ready to come on down. That's because The Price is Right Live is coming to Maine this week.
Yeah, the TV game show premiered on our sister station, CBS 13, back in 1972. It is so popular that a stage show of the game show is out, and it's been around for around 20 years, and all the famous games of the legendary show will be featured, including Plinko, I love that game, Cliffhangers, and of course, spinning that big wheel.
Here to tell us more is the host of the stage show, Todd Newton. Thank you so much for joining us here on ARC Maine, Todd.
It is great to be here with you guys. Man, all this snow talk, I'm a Florida boy. This is
You're like, absolutely not.
No, I'm done with this Zoom interview.
Let's talk about Price is Right Live and what people can expect.
Well, like you guys said, the live stage version of America's favorite game show has been around for 23 years now. And this show was created by Bob Barker to take a little bit of Hollywood out across America for folks that may not have the opportunity to go all the way to Los Angeles to play their favorite games. And like you said, Plinko, Cliffhangers, the big wheel, the showcase, it's all going to be there tomorrow night. And along with all the prizes that you expect from The Price is Right. And the beautiful thing is, all of our contestants are chosen completely at random. So it doesn't matter where you're sitting in the arena. It doesn't matter how much you paid for your tickets. Everyone has the same shot to come down to contestants row and hopefully get up on the big stage.
Let's talk about the prizes. Of course, every time I watch The Price is Right, somebody has a chance to win a car. Are the prizes this big? Talk about some of the prizes or maybe some of the possibilities for this when people go watch in person.
I thought you were going to say turtle wax or Ruxaroni. Listen, everyone that works on this production is a game show fan first and an employee second. So authenticity is our priority here. We know what The Price is Right means to folks. We know what it's meant to folks for over half a century, and we want to deliver that. And I think that that's what we've been doing now for over 2 decades. The tours, the shows just keep getting bigger and better. So yes, new cars, piles of cash, vacations. We just had a young woman the other night win a trip to London, England, and she said, this is the one place in the world that I've always wanted to go. So it's moments like that that make game shows so genuine and so beautiful. I mean, to be in an arena or a theater where thousands of people are screaming and rooting for someone that they've never met and will probably never see again, that's what's made The Price is Right a piece of Americana for so long. So everything that you want to win will be there tomorrow night.
You kind of alluded to this, but in addition to the prizes and all of that, what makes the show so unique and keeps people tuning in and coming to these events? Is it sort of the energy, the excitement?
Yeah. That's a great question. I think it's a two-pronged answer. Number one, I think it's been a part of our lives since we were kids. My grandmother introduced me to the show. I think we all think of The Price is Right when we think about staying home sick from school, that theme song. But from a production standpoint, I think it's the fact that it's so many different games in one. When you watch the show on TV with Drew, it's 1 hour, but it's 5-6 different games plus the big wheel plus the showcase. Our show is 90 minutes, 2 hours, no commercial breaks. So we get to call more people down to contestants row than they're able to do on TV just because of time restraints. So I think it's a little bit of both. I just think it's familiar. It's like your favorite pair of blue jeans. It's always been there for you. It will always be there for you, and it'll always feel good.
Todd, the ongoing joke in my family has been that my dream job was to take over for Bob Barker when he retired from The Price is Right. So how is it hosting this show on the road? And do you kind of mix in a little Bob Barker with Drew Carey? Or, I mean, how do you, with your personality, and have fun with it? And by the way, you probably took my gig.
I'm very fortunate in the fact that Mr. Barker taught me everything I know about hosting game shows. I was hosting a show on Game Show Network back in the early 2000s called Whammy, and it was produced by the same people that produced The Price is Right. So I sought Mr. Barker's guidance out, and he was very, very generous with his time, and we spent many, many hours together learning the intricacies of how to do this job right. And I think that to answer your question, of course, there's a little bit of Bob in me. I mean, it's hard to do this show and not be influenced by his greatness. But, I'm an old school game show guy. I like the Richard Dawsons and the Gene Rayburns and, sprinkled with a little bit of stuff I've learned along the way from the shows I've hosted. So, yeah, I don't want people to think that this is an imitation of The Price is Right or an imitation of Bob. This is a live experience that changes every single night. And I think my approach to this is just to play the game through the eyes of the contestant. I'm lucky. I get to do this every night. I get to play Plinko every night. And I understand and appreciate and respect the fact that for the contestants, it's a once in a lifetime experience. So it's like when you have kids, all of a sudden Christmas and birthdays are really cool again. So I try to play it from that perspective.
Todd, tell us where people can get tickets and find out more about the show, and when is the show happening?
We're coming to town tomorrow night, and we're in Bangor tonight, and then we're going to hop on the tour bus and come see you guys tomorrow, and you can get tickets. There are some remaining at priceisrightlive.com.
All right, before you leave us, so when we're in the crowd too, besides getting a chance to go down, of course, to the front, we can yell higher, lower, or anything like that, right, in the crowd? All right.
And of course, as you know, if you think everyone else in contestants bid has bid too much, or contestants row has bid too much, you give that almighty, you say it,
$1.
$1, that's right.
There it is.
Oh, it sounds like so much fun. I want to go. Todd, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. Good seeing you.
Next time we're going to have you come on down to
Yes.
Portland and be on the show. There you go.
I'm there.
All right, have a great day.